The games industry is home to so many wonderful IPs that are beloved by countless fans, which is why it's only natural that sequels continue to come out at such a constant pace. 2023 and beyond is going to be a great time for video game sequels. That said, here are 15 of the best video game sequels coming out in 2023 and beyond. The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild absolutely blew people away with its fantastical open world of Hyrule filled to the brim with interesting dungeons to explore and tough beasts to best in battle. Fans have been craving for a sequel for some time now, and thankfully, The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom is on its way to quench that thirst. Nintendo has expanded this playground of possibilities with new additions, like floating islands in the sky, the ability to warp through walls, and so much more, which should make this a worthy sequel. It'll be released for Nintendo Switch on the 12th of May, 2023. Star Wars Jedi Survivor. The sequel to Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order has been rumored for a long while. It will be looking to deliver the kind of dense experience with constant forward momentum that its predecessor did. Protagonist Cal Kestis and his buddy droid BD-1 will, of course, be returning, and will still be in hiding as the Empire continue their efforts to hunt down all Jedi. Jedi Survivor will feature real-time lighting, ray tracing, faster load times, and more dynamic combat. Alan Wake 2. After more than a decade, Alan Wake fans are finally getting a full-fledged sequel in the form of Alan Wake 2. The story will continue after the events of the first game, and it'll see Alan Wake fighting and trying to escape from the darkness. Developer Remedy Entertainment has stated that it will be more of a survival horror experience this time around, and we can't wait to see how the story will unfold when Alan Wake 2 releases for PS5, Xbox Series X, and PC sometime this year. Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Insomniac Games have cemented itself as one of Sony's top talents with its work on Marvel's Spider-Man, and the hype for its sequel is absolutely off the charts. Marvel's Spider-Man 2 will feature a story involving both Peter Parker and Miles Morales as they set out to defeat Venom and any other threats that may be helping him. The new suits look fantastic, and the PS5's console capabilities should hopefully open up new avenues for gameplay as well. It releases for PS5 sometime in 2023. Sons of the Forest. While Sons of the Forest isn't exactly a direct sequel to The Forest, the two certainly have a ton of similarities, so it can be termed as a spiritual successor in a way. Sons of the Forest sees the player deserted in a jungle crawling with cannibals and other deadly threats, and you must use your survival skills and any relevant resources to find a way out of here. The gameplay looks appropriately brutal, and the developers are promising flexible gameplay options as well. Street Fighter 6. Capcom's Street Fighter is one of the oldest and most prestigious fighting game franchises, and we're getting a new mainline entry in the series after 6 years. Street Fighter 6 introduces new elements to the experience such as multiple control schemes, commentary systems, and of course an open world for the single-player career mode. It's being powered by the RE engine, and it looks really promising. It releases for PS4, 5, Xbox One, Series X, PC, and arcades sometime in 2023. Stalker 2: Heart of Chernobyl. GSC Game World is hard at work on bringing the fan-favorite survival horror series back with Stalker 2: Heart of Chernobyl, which is looking really gorgeous in all of its post-apocalyptic beauty. Heart of Chernobyl will feature a densely packed open world filled with all kinds of threats, ranging from deadly mutants to human forces and much more. It'll be released for Xbox Series X and S and PC sometime this year. The Wolf Among Us 2. The Wolf Among Us is considered by many to be one of Telltale's finest works to date, and a sequel has been long overdue. Thankfully, Telltale and Ad Hoc Studio are now hard at work on just that, with The Wolf Among Us 2. This sequel will have its own story, so newcomers and veterans will both be able to enjoy this game when it releases in an episodic fashion on all major last-gen and current-gen console platforms and PC sometime this year. Frostpunk 2. Frostpunk was one of the most pleasant surprise hits of recent memory, and Frostpunk 2 looks to be adding even more to this amazing survival city simulator. While exact details on how that will be done aren't known at the moment, Frostpunk 2 will build upon the same foundations of human values versus survival, which has us excited to see what's in store. It'll be released for PC sometime in the near future. Oxenfree 2 Lost Signals. Oxenfree 2 Lost Signals picks up 5 years after the events of the first game, and this sequel is set to feature a story that can be enjoyed by newcomers, though those who played the first game would naturally get a lot more out of the same tale. Decision-making will still play a vital role in this game, and depending on your choices, the story can take a drastic turn. It releases for PS4, PS5, Nintendo Switch, and PC sometime this year. Like a Dragon 8. Like a Dragon 8 is RGG Studios' next entry in this long-running series and will feature a dual protagonist story with Ichiban Kasuga and Kazuma Kiryu as lead characters, and fans can expect a world filled to the brim with all sorts of side quests and side activities to keep them busy for hours upon hours. It releases for all major current-gen and last-gen console platforms and PC sometime next year. Final Fantasy XVI. Final Fantasy XVI will put players into the shoes of Clive Rosefield. As a corrupting blight force rages through the land, destroying everyone in its wake, you must answer the call of duty to get out and find the root of the problem. Final Fantasy XVI will feature real-time and turn-based combat systems. It'll be released for PS5 on the 22nd of June 2023. SENUA'S Saga Hellblade 2. Ninja Theory did a fantastic job with Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, which told a powerful story with jaw-dropping visual fidelity, and that too on a middle-market budget. Now that the developer is working with Microsoft for the sequel, expectations are naturally high, and Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 looks primed to surpass those expectations with flying colors. The visuals are some of the best on the market, and the sequel will feature even bigger set-piece moments than before. We don't know how the combat has changed just yet, but more details will be rolling out in the near future. State of Decay 3. State of Decay 2 might not have had the best launch, but it has become a lot better over the course of multiple content updates. Now all eyes are on State of Decay 3, which looks really dark and intense in its cinematic reveal trailer, where we got to see the infected animals lurking out in the wild, which should serve as interesting new additions to the franchise formula. Gameplay details are scant at the moment, but we do know that it will be exclusive to Xbox consoles and PC when it releases in the near future. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Another spiritual successor from the fine folks at Rocksteady Studios of Batman Arkham fame, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League flips the tables around with players having to control the Suicide Squad as they try to stop a Justice League that's been brainwashed by Brainiac into destroying Metropolis. The combat looks fast and frenetic, and with each character controlling differently from the other, Suicide Squad should hopefully be a ton of fun. That's all for now. If you enjoy what you saw, please hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, now is a great time to subscribe. We upload brand new videos every single day. After subscribing, don't forget to enable all notifications by clicking the bell icon. Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you next time, right here on Gaming Bolt.